House passes tax bill. So what? What's up, everybody? It's Bubba's Daily Update, and here we are. And the House passed the bill. Okay, so here we are. They kept in the carried interest. They kept in a lot of things, and they did not do any big favors for the middle class. They can brag and talk about it all they want. At the end of the day, they did not do a justice to small business, and that's the way it is. And there you have it. In the meantime, markets were lower, did come back a little bit on the vote, but at the end of the day, the NASDAQ was under pretty heavy pressure all day long. The Dow, down 30, 40 points in the futures. S&P down about 5-6 points. No big deal. Russell was under some pressure, but of course it should be. It's rallied the last couple of days, and that was fairly predictable. At the end of the day, again, I continue to tell you that it's really quiet. It's really slow. Are we really anxious to get involved here? And the answer would be probably no. Apple had a little bit of downgrade, so it sold off a little bit. Again, it was up at all-time high, so it sold off, 1%. At the end, we see the grain markets, again, weak, couldn't quite sustain the early rally. Corn gained a 0.5%. The others were lower, and of course, soybeans remain under pretty good pressure. Oil slightly higher, but pretty blasé, non-factors type of trading. Gold hovered around 1265 on both sides and closed just underneath that. So the dollar was a little bit weaker. Again, nothing to get really overly excited about, like we're going to see some major action here. The only major action that will be created will be if we have an event, and the event can only be negative. There is no positive event that would make the markets go higher. There's only a negative event that could drive them lower. Otherwise, they will continue just to dribble higher and drift higher. We see bonds got clobbered, pushing interest rates a little bit higher, which it's about time. I don't understand what took so long. The meats, fat cattle was actually fairly strong, down a tiny bit, but based on where feeders were down about almost $2.50, and hogs were down a little bit, but really holding that 66 level now, which is what we expected. Bitcoin in the futures market was down about 1,200, but very muted trading. Okay, nothing that would make me want to jump in and say, hey, I got to be involved in this market. I just don't think there's anything to do. Again, I continue with the theme that unless there's a major disaster in which it's going to create some volatility, there's no real reason for me to trade in this market the way it is acting right now. I don't see a purpose here. If you can see, a lot of these products that should be somewhat volatile are doing nothing. So I think the best trade really is to observe the markets. I think, again, we're looking at, from our standpoint, is the potential of buying some grains, wheat and corn. We're looking at, possibly at Skyworks and some other things. But at the end of the day, we're not really looking for much. I don't see that purpose that says, you know what, you got to get in here, you got to trade them. We're going to see this kind of action. And again, I say this once again, it's only going to get slower as we get more towards the end of the week. There is not a lot of overall interest. B, you've got people on vacation already. So the markets are going to probably churn. I still think we'll probably see or make a run at 25,000 before the end of the week. Now, maybe they won't, but usually we get this close. I find that, at some point here, we'll get to that level. But generally, the markets are extremely quiet and basically just kind of churning back and forth. Not that we're going to see anything big. So let's sit back and continue to relax. Let's continue to observe. Let's not be too aggressive into these markets. The Senate is going to vote tonight. We'll see if that creates a reaction. I would really believe that unless we get a little bit of a spurt, this will probably be a seller's event, but we'll see how it plays out. And we'll be back tomorrow, of course. In the meantime, don't forget about myhighschoolinvesting.com. Again, we're looking to continue to build this, and they're looking for a little bit of capital. So if you'd like to help out, you go to patreon.com/Bubba Trading and You can go be like Melanie or Warner or John and Jeff and some of the others that have certainly chimed in. And, we certainly appreciate it. We just want to, again, we want to help educate our youth. In the meantime, don't forget to get the Bubba Show every day at libertytalk.fm from 2 to 3 Eastern Time. And of course, that will do it for today's update. We're now getting into bowl season, so we'll have bowl picks every day as well, starting tomorrow. In the meantime, everybody have a great day. Thank you so much. This is Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you back here tomorrow, right after the close. Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks.